Those final moments with your parents can be emotional and they can be hard. You might not be able to find your words, you might be overthinking your words, and I'm here to tell you, you're not alone. Hello, my name is Sarah, and my mom passed away in 2018 of early-onset Alzheimer's. I remember when she was on hospice, she passed away in our house, I literally went in my backyard and Googled, what do you say to your dying parent? Because I had no idea how to handle the situation. I'm here today to give you my tips to hopefully make those final days with your parent a little bit easier for you. Number one, just talk to them. They say that hearing is the last thing to go. So if your parent is not lucid, if your parent is not able to talk back, that's okay. Just sit by their bedside table, hold their hand, talk to them, listen to some music, listen to their favorite album. I remember the 2 weeks that my mom was on hospice, we always had spiritual music going in the background to help make the guests feel comfortable and help make us feel comfortable. She had friends come from all over to just talk to her. And you can talk about anything. Talk about memories with her. Talk about how you're doing. Talk about your kids. If it's your mom or your dad, talk about their grandkids, your kids. They would love to hear that. Number two is to stop overthinking. There's no right thing to say. There is no right thing to say to your parent, because what your friend is going to say to their parent when they pass away and your sister is going to say to your parent when they pass away are going to be completely different, because there's no right way to handle it. I would encourage you though, which will lead me to number three, is to not wait for the perfect moment. Just do it. I remember I was waiting for this moment where that you've seen the movies where you all gather around your parents and you have your final goodbyes. Guys, that doesn't happen most of the time. You cannot plan death. You cannot plan life. So my goal to you would be, if you have something that you will regret never saying to your parent, go and say it to your parent. For me, I knew exactly what I wanted to say to my mom, but I was too nervous and I kept overthinking it. So I said, if my mom dies in the next hour, what will I regret for the rest of my life? Never saying to her. And I walked right back in, sat down, and I said it to her. And I would encourage you to also think, if your parent is still lucid and you can have a conversation with them, to think of something. What do you need to know? What is something that if your parent passes away that you would regret never asking? And ask it to them. Number four is know your limits and know what you're comfortable with. I had a really hard time when my mom couldn't talk back to me. I wasn't able to sit there for hours and talk to her. I really struggled with it. And you know what? That's okay. I knew she understood that. So let's say you have a really weird relationship with your parent. You have a really hard relationship with your parent. You have a really heavy past with your parent. It can be oftentimes hard to sit there and talk to them for hours. It can be hard to even go see them. So I would encourage you, if you feel more comfortable FaceTiming, if you feel more comfortable going with someone, going with a friend, going with a girlfriend, going with your boyfriend, I would encourage you to do that. It's important not to have any regrets when your parent dies, but it's also important to know your limits and know your boundaries and respect yourself throughout the entire process. Number five is to take care of yourself. Guys, this is so important. Set yourself up for success when you know your parent's death is coming. If you have kids, maybe hire a babysitter to take some time out for yourself. Make sure you are going to the gym, seeing your personal trainer, going on walks, doing whatever helps you mentally prepare, because oftentimes as caregivers, we burn ourselves out. And then we get to the funeral and we are exhausted because we have not taken any time for ourselves. So I would encourage you to, whatever makes you happy, whatever makes you feel better, to do it. Step away. It's okay to step away. My family, we hired someone for the 2 weeks that my mom was on hospice at our house, and she gave all my mom her drugs. She helped my mom with hospice. She helped schedule everything, because we were all so emotional and so tired from the past 6 years of dealing with this disease that we needed help, because emotionally we were not the best for my mom at that time. If you are looking for tips for getting through the first year after your parent passes away, I'm going to link my video right here on your screen. Go over and watch it, and you can hear my tips on getting through your first year after losing a parent. May God bless, and I'll see you next time.